Can you believe it? A Gen Z influencer deep in the orbit of the Trump family is openly claiming responsibility for getting one of the world's biggest TikTok stars detained by ICE. It sounds unbelievable, but the story that unfolded has left many questioning the motives and methods behind what appears to be a targeted immigration enforcement action. How did a pro-Trump teenager allegedly orchestrate the brief detention of a social media titan? And what does this shocking incident reveal about the intersection of social media fame, political influence, and immigration enforcement? Get ready, because this story isn't just about a visa overstay. It's about power, performance, and the unsettling new realities of digital warfare. The truth, as you're about to discover, might just redefine what's possible in the age of online influence. In a truly astonishing turn of events that has sent shockwaves across social media and political circles, Bo Loudon, a conservative Gen Z influencer who famously calls Donald Trump's son, Barron Trump, his best friend, is brazenly taking credit for orchestrating a rapid-fire interaction that led to Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE, briefly detaining Italian social media star Khaby. Khaby, for those who might not know, is a global phenomenon, the world's most followed person on TikTok, renowned for his silent, relatable reaction videos that transcend language barriers. Interestingly, Lame himself has remained characteristically silent on social media regarding his detention and did not respond to requests for comment from the New York Times, aligning perfectly with his established public persona. However, as at Indisputable with Dr. Rashad Richey meticulously breaks down in his compelling analysis, the official details are beginning to emerge.
Pro-Trump Gen Z influencer gets massive TikTok star detained by ICE. They snitching up some.
In a statement to USA Today, an ICE spokesperson confirmed that Lame, whose full name is Khaby, was indeed detained on Friday at Harry Reid International Airport in Las Vegas. The reason given by ICE was immigration violations. The statistics surrounding Khaby himself are quite striking. He is 25 years old, and despite his colossal following of over 160 million on TikTok, he was actually born in Senegal. He moved as a child to Italy, where he has since become a naturalized citizen. According to ICE, he entered the U.S. on April 30th and critically overstayed the terms of his visa. Following a brief detention, the agency stated that Mr. Lame was granted voluntary departure, a specific legal provision that allows an individual facing removal to leave the U.S. voluntarily within a set time frame, rather than being subjected to a formal deportation order. This seemingly minor detail of a few days over the visa stay, as Dr. Richey points out, takes on a whole new dimension when viewed through the lens of targeted enforcement. Khaby's meteoric rise to global superstardom is a captivating backstory in itself. After losing his factory job during the tumultuous COVID-19 pandemic, he began posting simple, silent skits reacting to often ridiculous life hack videos on TikTok. His relatable expressions and universal gestures quickly resonated with millions, and he rapidly amassed a following that shattered previous records. He has held the coveted title of the most followed user on the platform since June 2022, and his earnings from this incredible online presence are undoubtedly astronomical, putting him in an entirely different league from most visa holders. But the plot thickens, becoming far more intriguing and concerning when we delve into Bo Loudon's shocking claims of direct involvement in Lame's detention. On that fateful Friday, even before news of Khaby's detention had been widely reported across major media outlets, Bo Loudon began making incredibly audacious allegations, publicly claiming he played a direct and instrumental role in the social media influencer's unexpected interaction with immigration authorities. As it Indisputable with Dr. Rashad Richey highlights with a mix of disbelief and sharp commentary, Loudon, who is merely 18 years old, brazenly wrote on X, formerly Twitter, and we quote, "I've been working with the Patriots at President Trump's DHS to make this happen. This is a direct, self-incriminating statement from a teenager." In a video he later posted on Monday, Loudon further elaborated on his alleged involvement, claiming he heard from a few of his friends and business partners that Khaby had indeed overstayed his visa. His next claim is even more astonishing, painting a picture of unparalleled access and influence. "I just called some buddies in the administration, and I've never seen anything happen so quick." Loudon went on to allege that those contacts responded with immediate assurance, telling him, "We're going to get right on this." Following these astonishing claims, he somewhat disingenuously, and perhaps even ironically, wished Mr. Lame best of luck and expressed his hope that Lame would be able to return to the U.S. as a law-abiding citizen. The sheer audacity of these claims and the public pride taken in what many would consider snitching is truly something to behold, as Dr. Richey incisively points out. This isn't merely an individual reporting a potential violation. It's a public boast about leveraging political connections for a specific outcome, aimed at a high-profile target. The young man at the center of this controversy, Bo Loudon, clearly comes from a family deeply entrenched in conservative politics and media. He is the son of former Republican Missouri State Senator John Loudon and conservative media personality Gina Loudon, who notably served as co-chair of Women for Trump, a detail that, as Dr. Richey dryly points out, is insane in its implications regarding the family's deep political ties. The 18-year-old frequently posts photos of himself alongside extremely prominent figures like President Donald Trump and his son Barron Trump. His social media boasts also include images with various celebrities, such as Chris Brown and Snoop Dogg, as well as influential conservative commentators and figures like Tucker Carlson, Kyle Rittenhouse, and Ben Shapiro. He makes a point of featuring many family photos with other members of the Trump family, illustrating his close proximity to power. During Trump's presidential campaign, Loudon was even said to have played a strategic role in helping the then 78-year-old former president court young male voters, allegedly helping to set up Trump's interviews with incredibly popular online personalities like Joe Rogan and Aiden Ross. Loudon himself gloated online. "It was the honor of my life to be able to organize and attend the legendary stream between rightful President Trump and my friend yada yada yada." As Dr. Richey succinctly puts it, with a shake of his head, the kid's in the cult, and his open bragging about snitching on a global celebrity is, to put it mildly, unprecedented and concerning. It's truly remarkable, as it indisputable with Dr. Rashad Richey emphasizes, to witness an individual, especially one with even a nascent level of public celebrity or influence, openly proclaiming on social media that they are the snitch behind getting someone caught up in an immigration issue. This is particularly striking when that individual, Khaby Lame, was by all accounts only a few days over their visa stay. Dr. Richey points out a glaring and uncomfortable inconsistency in immigration enforcement. Canadians are the #1 violators of overstayed visas in the U.S., yet there's no visible public crackdown or boasts of targeted enforcement against that demographic. In fact, in 2023, data showed that Canadian nationals accounted for one of the largest groups of visa overstays, with tens of thousands overstaying their authorized period annually. So why then did immigration authorities jump right on this, as Loudon so proudly claims, with seemingly amazing speed? The answer, as Dr. Richey logically deduces, is crystal clear. Khaby Lame is high profile. He is the most followed person on TikTok, a global icon with massive influence. This incident, Dr. Richey strongly suggests, serves as a calculated fear tactic aimed not just at Khaby Lame, but at everybody else watching. It's a stark demonstration of how American politics, particularly certain elements of the right-wing propaganda machine, engage in what Dr. Richey calls endless baiting. He passionately makes a point that when people accuse him of being a race baiter, he challenges them by noting that if it wasn't for all the stuff that they doing, referring to these types of racially or politically charged actions, there would be nothing for people like him to discuss in regards to systemic issues. The implication is that these high-profile actions are designed to provoke and to send a message, even if the underlying violation is relatively minor in the grand scheme of overall immigration overstays. This young man, Bo Loudon, still essentially a kid at 18, has stumbled into, or perhaps actively sought, significant notoriety and a powerful platform. This act, whether calculated or impulsive, undeniably garnered him massive public attention and, as Dr. Richey somewhat sarcastically suggests, perhaps even popularity within his desired circles. He jokingly hopes Loudon at least got a couple of dates from some right-wing sweethearts off of this, or something, noting he's still old enough to go to somebody prom. But beyond the personal antics and youthful boasts, the underlying message from an indisputable with Dr. Rashad Richey is profound and sobering. While an individual who is technically an adult has the legal right to make whatever decisions they want, openly boasting about snitching, especially in a public forum, is generally something you keep to yourself. He advises, Dr. Richey subtly but powerfully encourages him to make better life decisions, implying that such public displays of alleged political maneuvering and targeted enforcement can have far-reaching consequences beyond fleeting social media fame. This entire high-profile situation, as Dr. Richey eloquently explains, happened precisely because of Khaby Lame's global fame, not necessarily the severity of his alleged immigration violation. What do you think about this astonishing revelation from Bo Loudon? And what does it tell us about the weaponization of influence in the digital age? The implications of this story, as revealed by the in-depth analysis from It Indisputable with Dr. Rashad Richey, extend far beyond a single immigration incident. They delve into the very fabric of political maneuvering, social media power, and the disturbing trend of public self-incrimination for perceived political gain. If this eye-opening breakdown of events from It Indisputable with Dr. Rashad Richey has left you as captivated and concerned as we are, then don't let the conversation end here. Dive deeper with us by subscribing to our channel right now. Hit that button and turn on notifications so you're always the first to know about these critical, indisputable truths. And while you're here, make sure to check out our other videos where we dissect the most impactful stories of our time. The full truth is waiting to be uncovered, and you won't want to miss a single revelation.